Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Leo, for your meditative session, you guys got the 7 of Wands. Honestly, when I was, after I pulled this, I started hearing the song. It's called Sex Dreams, I'm pretty sure. It's called something like that. But she keeps saying, you were in my sex dreams. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I don't know what's going on, Leo. But yeah, that's what I'm getting with you guys. I think, this 7 of Wands, this being receptive, right? Opening yourself up. I think it's to another person. I think this has to do with not only sex, right? I think there's a lot of passion between you and this person, but I don't think it only has to do with sex, right? I think it has a lot to do with love, right? And trust, right? When you open yourself up to somebody, you're kind of entrusting it that they're gonna not hurt you. See what I'm saying? You're if I open myself up, then please don't hurt me. That's what I'm getting with this. And I think there's a lot of passion, which is fueling this, right? But at the end of the day, it's so much more than passion, right? I think you guys have, I feel like this couple is very passionate, yes, very physical, but it's just because there's so much adoration. That's what I feel, adoration for this other person, and it comes out physically, but it's more, it's not only that, it's from the heart, it's from the soul, from the mind, right? It's every part of you. So yeah, Leo, that's what I'm getting for your meditative session. Let's pull some more cards and see what we got. So with this reading, Leo, I feel there's someone here who's doubting it, right? There's someone here who is in conflict, right? Because they don't know how to feel about this relationship. And I feel it could be the masculine with the Emperor in reverse. It could also be the feminine with the Queen of Cups in reverse. But what I really think it is, it's it's someone that needs to change their perspective. The mental conflict that this person feels, I don't think it's necessarily real. Because I feel this could have been a past relationship where things might not have worked out, and now you guys are seeing each other again, or there's some sort of contact that has come into play between the two of you. And I think that, again, there's a lot of passion, but then it's there's a past here. That's what it feels like. It's there's an elephant sitting in the room, right, about the past, or I don't know, there's something here that's a person, they're still conflicted about it. They have to make a decision on the relationship. They're conflicted about their emotions. They're conflicted about if they should make the choice to put effort into this union, to come together with this person, right? And what I'm getting is I think that one person feels the other person might have a lot of options, right? And then with the Integrity card also in reverse, it's I feel this person thinks that this person is lying to them. I don't know if it's I think it could be the masculine energy. It's they don't trust the feminine. They think the feminine energy, it's they feel they think it's too good to be true, right? It's just too good to be true right now. That's what I'm getting. It's like their perspective on this relationship has to change. Even though I'm getting the Two of Cups in reverse, I'm having the perception card beneath it. So that's what that's telling me is like this person, I don't think they're seeing this union clearly. Again, like they might think this person is a karmic, or they might think that this, like, there's something one of you isn't seeing clearly. One of you is like honestly very conflicted, and I feel like what the person is conflicted about is like, again, it could be like that you never met this person and they have trust issues, right? And they think that you're like a player, right? Like that's what I'm getting with the Seven of Cups. It's like they think that you have a lot of options. This other person, they're like, oh, this person has a lot of options. They're like telling me like maybe I'm the only one that they want to be with, but like I don't believe them. And they're making this a lot of work. Like honestly, even I have the Lovers upright, the Emperor in reverse, the Eight of Coins, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like someone's just making this a really like hard cycle for everyone because they're not trusting. They're not like they have to change their perception, right? There's all this like mental conflict. There's all this mental conflict going on, and I don't think it's necessarily real, right? Because I feel like the shift has to be in perception. The Heaven and Earth in upright is telling me like this person has to. I'm hearing reset the clock. Like they have to reset the clock. Like anything that might have happened in the past between these two people, I think they're like the universe, everybody is pulling for these people to come together, right? With the world and the Heaven and Earth. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of potential here for these two people, but one person is doubting it and like fighting it really hard, right? And making it a really tough thing. I don't think this was meant to be hard. That's what I'm getting. It's like, I don't think that this was meant to be something like so difficult. I think it was just meant to be something like these two people just meet, they fall in love, blah. Like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Or they meet, they've met before, they meet each other again, and everything just kind of works out. And I think there's potential for that, right? I think there's definitely potential for that, but I think that there has to be a shift again in perception. I think it could be the masculine, and I think it could honestly be the feminine as well. With the Two of Swords, I kind of feel like it's in the union card, like these two twos. I think it could be the other person as well. It's like maybe the way that both people see each other is like, you know, when you're like in the beginning, I feel like it's like in the beginning of the relationship when you don't know if you can like really trust the other person, so you play games. That's what it kind of feels like someone's just playing games till, you know, the other person gives a little bit more, and then we're gonna inch our way towards it instead of like the relationship being 100% like, you know, I really just want to be with you, like I don't want to be with anybody else. Like, can we just like start? You know, it's more of like I'm gonna inch my way forward a little, and you're gonna inch your way a little bit, and we're gonna work at this tiny, like, you know what I mean? And I think that is causing like not a stalling, but again, conflict, right? Because like both people are unsure. But what I'm getting is like that from the meditative session was like passion, right? And physical like attraction. And I don't think that, I think with this Eight of Pentacles, I think they're trying to tell you that the relationship is going to flourish. Like the relationship is meant to be abundant. It's meant to bring abundance to you. Like there's a lot that this is meant to be bringing to you, right? And I think it, for both people, it has to do with a shift in perception. If you think this person is shady or you think they're lying, you know what I mean? It comes down to like mental conflict on like, is this person telling me the truth? Is this person seeing other people? Do they have a lot of options? Again, it's like a lot of doubt when it comes to that. And it's like, I don't want to give my emotions to someone who's like talking to somebody else. Like that's what it feels like. So I would say for both these people, I think communication would just be like the best thing, or shifting perception. Like, where is this coming from? Is this an insecurity? Right? Like, I think you're being gifted, like with the Lovers and the Ace of Wands, a brand new beginning, Heaven and Earth in the World's card, something new to start, right? Something passionate, something obviously to do with love. Like look at the Lovers and the World's card. Like, it's just, they're so similar. There's two people in it, they're like cuddling, like their faces are touching each other. Again, there's such a passionate like connection between these two people. And I think that's also why both people don't feel like they could trust it, because there's too much passion. It's like a fire that has to extinguish at some point, right? It's like a fire can't last forever, right? So maybe both people are more comfortable like letting it be physical than emotional, because again, I think there's these bonds here that run so deep between these two people. Again, it's like expressed physically, but I think it goes deeper than that, right? It's like they can't get enough of each other. See what I'm saying? And it's hard for them to be around each other, because it's like there's an energy that you can feel, right? That's what it feels like between these two people. But until both people are able to come to the realization that there's like, they both want the same thing, right? They both want the same thing. They both want the same thing with one another as well. It's not just like, oh, like, you know, one person. It's like both these people want to feel the same thing, and it's there. The energy's there. It's just like the actual, like, can we have this communication to talk about like what's actually going on? Like, I like you, you like me. You know what I mean? It's not even, it's not even about an immaturity. I think there's just so much energy with these two people. Like, it's so, like, I can feel it between them, like a cord that's like tethered to both of them that pulls them together. Even when they like are conflicted mentally, there's something that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they could say like whatever they want about this other person, be like, oh, you know, they don't mean that much to me, but it's not true. See what I'm saying? Like, oh, like this is just sex or like whatever, but it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. Oh, like they're just really hot. Like it has nothing to do with that. I don't even think these people speak that way. I'm just saying, like, I think they're trying to rationalize it in their head, but I don't think these people speak this way about one another. I think they're, you know, at the very least, they like speak respectfully of one another. I think that everything here can work out when both people take a look at what this really is, right? Like the sword, it could be communication, it could be using your intuition, but like seeing things through a different lens, right? That's all that's needed here. The energy's already there. It's like, don't let fear like keep this from happening, right? Like, this is like a once in a lifetime energy. Do you know what I'm saying? The energy between these two people, that's why it's so weird with these two people. It's palpable, like it's like, or is it palpable? I don't know the word they use, but it's like you can feel it, right? Like you can touch it. It's around these two people, and they fight. Like, I think there's a fight between like their energies to like keep separate. Like, it's so strong, and they don't feel it with another person. So that's what I feel like is going on here. It's like very, very strong and very, very scary, and they don't know the feeling, because I don't think they felt like this for another person before. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's like a lot of scary things together, and then the conflict comes mentally. But I don't think that this is in reality what it is. I think that there's just a decision that has to be made by both people, like communicating like their desires and their needs, and that the fact is like that they do both feel the same way about each other strongly. Like, and they feel like it could be like too strong. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, it's scary. Let's pull some advice. So Leo, I'm getting like another storyline all of a sudden. Like, now that I look at all the cards again, I'm like in another story. So I feel like with Sekhmet, the Red Lady, I'm pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. I think, again, like if this is a relationship from the past where things didn't work out, again, I think we could be talking about the same couple, the same exact type of energy that I'm talking about. This like really strong energy between the two people. But again, this type of energy might have led this relationship to burn in the past, right? Like, it didn't work out. And that's why I feel like these two people, again, it's like they might have already had pain passed between one another. Like, they might have had a cycle already where things didn't work out. So it's like, do we want to try again when something didn't work out? Like, that's another vibe I'm getting with this reading. And it's like, with Sekhmet, the Red Lady, I'm pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. I think like if there is anything left from the past that makes somebody here upset or makes someone angry, then that has to be like communicated. Again, like that's probably why the integrity card is reversed, right? And the Seven of Cups, it's like if someone got burned in the past someone chose someone else in the past, someone moved on, you know what I mean? They decided like this wasn't worth it. It's too much energy for me. Like I just have to go like in a different direction. Like that's what I feel like it was. Like somebody might have copped out and they've just been like, you know what? Like I can't do this anymore, because the energy between these two people is so strong. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like it would be easier to walk away than to deal with it, and that's why like I feel like maybe somebody might have left in the past. Like to be honest, I think it's just like the like the cop out, right? Like, oh, like running away from fear, basically. That's what it seems like. It's like, and now to come back to this, someone might be really like upset about it, right? Like somebody might be really angry that there's like a, you know, there's something from the past that somebody might have to speak. And I think there's anger too, the fact that it might not have worked out the first time. And that's why, like, I think they're bringing out the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I'm the force of an ever-expanding love. I think that, again, this is kind of like the love that I'm talking about, an ever-expanding love. This is like a great love. Do you know what I'm saying? Like true love, whatever you want to call it. And it's like, if it didn't work out in the past, you're being gifted like a new opportunity with this person. But I think at this time, like even here, you're getting, now is a lucky time with Rabbit Spirit. And I think that there's an individual here that has to speak about how they feel, because with like Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. And Sekhmet, I honor my anger by giving voice to it. There's something here that someone wants to communicate. If this is someone that like you had a relationship with in the past and like wants to come and communicate something to you, that could also be it. Like they have to get the courage to like stand, like, you know, to speak about how they feel. But every way that I get this reading, it's just a couple who has this attraction that like you cannot like even define. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like very physical, it's emotional, it's everything, right? And the energy between these two people is very strong. If the energy like didn't work out in the past, they're telling you that you're getting like a new chance, right? With the heaven and earth and the world. If someone feels some sort of way about a past cycle, then it has to be voiced. If someone wants to come in from the past and communicate to to the other person, same message applies. Like you have to give voice to what you have to say, and you have to believe in yourself. Like believe that your anger is valid, right? Like there is truth to whatever you have to say, because it's an emotion, it's how you feel. And if it's how you feel, then it should be valid to this person and to you. Like, and I think that when now is a lucky time, like, and the cosmic egg, it's like if this didn't work out in the past, it's because it wasn't the right timing, and now it is the right time, right? And that's like a really frustrating thing to understand, but that's what I'm getting with this reading. So I do think like these two people are meant to like work things out for whichever like scenario this is. And I do think that in the past where someone might have failed the other, I think that there's still great potential for this couple. It just has to be like, there has to be a change in perspective, right? So yeah, Leo, I really love you guys. I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.